Walk into any science classroom and you'll see the same thing, a lot of stuff. Why do science teachers have so much stuff? Well, because it's part of what we need to really teach science. I'm Janice Cronetti, and this is Reviewing Science Teaching Supplies. There's a lot of supplies to be had, some very expensive. You know, a good microscope will run you $300 or $400. Two, they're pretty cheap. Pipe cleaners can be gotten in a craft store for pennies. So what's the trick to deciding what kind of science supplies you should use? Well, first of all, you want to consider your budget. Obviously, the higher end the supply, the more it's going to cost you. And if you're actually teaching in a high school classroom where something's getting a lot of wear and tear, or a public school classroom of any kind, you might want to go for the more expensive items. This little molecule, this molecule set, cost me about $150 when I was in college 20 years ago in the bookstore. Ouch. But using really inexpensive items like candy and toothpicks. So if you're teaching science at home, if you're doing it for a scout troop, if you're doing it for a homeschool project, there's lots of different things that you can use that will be inexpensive and also have great impact. You can use little pieces of paper. This is something that I use to teach something called natural selection and to teach about camouflage. You can spread the colored dots on there and have the students pretend to be animals hunting, and you'll see that one color blends in better than the other color. You can have them build paper models. You can even simulate how pollution gets into a watershed using drops of food coloring, a coffee filter, and a squirt bottle. Make it rain, watch the pollutants run into your watershed. So science can be taught using lots of different items that don't have to cost you a lot of money. And they're fun too. I'm Janice, and this is Reviewing Science Teaching Supplies.